Hello everybody, it's Julia here from the Highly Sensitive Tarot, and I'm back today with an unboxing. I can't tell you how excited I am. It's what is it? It's more than halfway through February and I haven't unboxed one deck this year so far. So I have collected a fair few, it must be said, but they're all still wrapped up, sort of waiting a rainy day, so I haven't unboxed any of them yet, but I felt that I really had to this one because this is my first Kickstarter and it arrived late yesterday afternoon. So yeah, this is the first Kickstarter that I backed last year. It was November last year and it arrived yesterday, and since then, I've gone on to back The Shadows We Cast, Sublime Thresholds, Botanica Full Bloom, and Sylvan Tarot, and the Folkloric Waters, and the Folkloric Forest as an add-on. And the reason why I went on to order more so quickly was because, well, only this one, if I'm honest. The other ones I would have backed anyway because, well, the Sublime Thresholds is just stunning, isn't it? So I would have always backed these other decks. But I backed this one and then within about 2 days realised that perhaps if I'd read everything correctly, I might not have backed this one. And went straight back on and backed The Shadows We Cast. And the reason why is because it was pointed out to me. It was my first Kickstarter and I didn't read all the information properly. It just didn't occur to me that AI would have been used in some of this deck. I really love the concept of it, which is why I didn't cancel my backing of it. It wasn't a terribly expensive deck either for me because it was coming, well, actually it did, yeah, it was £34 for the deck and £17 for the postage. And this is by Native Authority Tarot. And like I said, when I finally went back and read properly, I realised that a lot of it was created with AI. And that kind of upset me. So I went straight back on and I backed The Shadows We Cast, the Starseekers Tarot, by Nikki Ferrada, because I knew that one was definitely not AI. So, but anyway, I have decided to keep this. And because, like I said, I really like the concept of it. It arrived in a box with a bit of bubble wrap. The deck was not sealed in plastic. This is how it arrived. I haven't opened it as yet. I wanted to do that on camera. Hello, George. So it says, the Ordinary Magic Tarot is an enchanted deck that celebrates the beauty and quiet wisdom of everyday life, inviting you to see the sacred in the simple, the gentle rituals, tender connections, and familiar rhythms that shape your days. Featuring imagery drawn from the textures of daily living, each card reveals the subtle magic within ordinary moments, showing how daily experiences reflect timeless truths and archetypal patterns. A gentle companion for reflection and renewal, the Ordinary Magic Tarot guides you to recognize the extraordinary within the ordinary, reminding you that enchantment is ever present in awareness, gratitude, and the unfolding of itself. So, it's quite a nice little box, actually. Although, with the booklet on top, it doesn't quite sit straight. If you can see what I mean, the lid is not sat straight on it, but that's okay. I think the booklet needs to go at the bottom. So we have copyright 2025. There's no, well, maybe there is, maybe I just haven't seen it yet, but there's no sort of certificate of authenticity that I'm seeing as yet. So we've got an introduction here. Talks about daily life and the mosaic of emotions and experiences, joys and sorrows, laughter and tears. Each day unfolds like a new chapter, offering lessons that often lie hidden within the mundane. In the early hours when the world is still, there exists a quiet magic in the routine of waking, the soft light filtering through curtains, the aroma of coffee brewing, the fragrance of breakfast, the signals and sounds of a household coming to life. As the day progresses, the encounters we have and the connections we make add layers of texture and tone to our lives. Amidst the bustle, we find pockets of joy that invigorate us and moments of stillness that invite reflection. The warm embrace of a loved one, the unexpected generosity of a spirit, of a stranger, the satisfaction of solving a problem, a kind word from a colleague, or the spontaneity of laughter are small wonders that remind us of our shared humanity and can transform an ordinary day into something magical. So that's the introduction. It says the Ordinary Magic Tarot follows the Tarot de Marseille numbering system with the Justice card assigned number 8 and the Strength as number 11, which is not my preferred numbering, to be honest, but that's fine. So we've got a daily reflection spread, Ordinary Magic Journey spread. Quite a lot of info about the spreads actually, and then we get into the cards. And we've kind of got 2 cards per page here. But what I did like was that Native Authority Tarot was sending out, emails with really detailed descriptions of the cards and why the cards were chosen, you know, some of the thought processes, and I really enjoyed that. I did read some of those. We don't have that much information in the book, but there is enough. I'll pull a card at the end and we'll have a read from there. So this is the bottom of the box. This is quite nice. It's quite a nice box. Put that over there. I'm happy with the box. I love the backs of the cards. They're very pretty, aren't they? And the cardstock itself actually is nice. Yeah, it's nice cardstock, nice and smooth. Not linen. It's just quite matte, really, certainly not too glossy. And when I originally backed this, you could either choose to have the dog fool or the cat fool, and I chose the cat. But later on, as it was all being printed and sorted out, they decided to include both in the Kickstarters. So I think if this comes out onto the market, I don't think you'll get all of these cards. I thought I was just getting these 2 of the cats here, but I've got the 2 dogs as well, which is really nice. And yeah, there is no certificate of authenticity in here. Perhaps that will come by email. I'll have to check on that. You would hope there would be something. So let's put this down and we will just go through the cards and just like a walk through my first impressions of them. Actually, we'll put 4 down at once. There we go. So they're all very cute, aren't they? I mean, the one with the little boy with his dog, they're very cute. I would have still chosen the cats, I think. As you can see, you can see that this is AI created art, but it is very sweet, and I'm still glad that I backed it. If anything, it was a learning experience for me to read things properly, because I do not intend to have too many more decks like this in my collection. But I just really like the concept of it, because, you know, much of the questions that we ask our tarot decks are of our everyday lives, aren't they? We're not always asking, you know, big, grand, profound questions about life and the universe, are we? We're often just asking about everyday things like, what should I do? I've got two choices. You know, should I take this job? Should I start this relationship? Should I end this relationship? You know, what should I do? Tell me about, you know, that's how we use tarot cards really on a daily basis. So I like the idea of a deck that kind of captured some of those moments. So we've got the Magician here that I really like. He's baking bread. He's putting all the ingredients together to make something out of very simple ingredients, really. It kind of is a bit like magic, isn't it, really, the baking of bread. The High Priestess here. She looks like she's working in a library or a bookshop or something. I like that she's an older lady. I've got a beautiful Empress here. I do like that. That's gorgeous. And the Emperor. Wow. We've got the Hierophant, the Lovers, the Chariot, and Justice. So that's a very sweet take on the Hierophant, isn't it? And the Lovers. Bless them. The Chariot, a little boy getting out into the world, learning something about the world, learning about himself and what he's capable of. I always struggle with Justice being in the number 8 position. That's never one of my favourite places. What does it say about that? Let's have a look. It says, Justice calls for careful consideration, urging us to weigh each decision before taking action. Like a scale that measures with exactness, it reminds us that every choice deserves thoughtful evaluation. So she's like looking at the peaches, trying to decide which one is the juiciest, I guess. The Hermit, the Wheel of Fortune, Strength, and the Hanged Man. So the Hermit, that looks like that's somebody that's waiting for a bus to take him home. Maybe. Maybe he's homeless. We don't know, do we? That's the thing with these cards. I do hope you can see them properly, because we have got quite a bit of sun coming through the window. The Wheel of Fortune. I love those things that you get in hotels. You never know where you're going to be put out with them, do you? Are you going to end up going into the hotel or taken out again? Or getting stuck in there? The Strength card. That's beautiful. Bless him. And the Hanged Man. There's certainly a different perspective needed on this here, isn't there? In this traffic jam, you know. No point getting angry about that. You can't do anything about it, but it's really difficult, isn't it? Yeah, I like these. Oh, we've got a Hanged Woman as well. Again, stuck in traffic. Compost for death. So we have death as compost, so that's that regeneration and that transformation. We've got temperance, which is like the making of a good cup of tea, the blending of different ingredients to make the perfect cup of tea. And the devil, this poor woman here, she's trying to pay her bills, she's got washing piling up everywhere. That really is devil energy of a modern age, isn't it? Is that just that complete overwhelm and being stuck trying to juggle everything. Yeah. We've got the Tower, the Star, the Moon, and the Sun. So the Tower is that life will never be the same after this crash here. That's quite true. The Star, we always have hope in our children. They are the future. Bless. The Moon, that's a really nice scene, isn't it? And the sun salutation from yoga, very nice. Got Judgment, the World, the Ace of Wands and the Two of Wands. So the weighing up of pros and cons, that's good for Judgment. The World, the cycle starts again with a new baby. Lovely Ace of Wands and Two of Wands. What does it say about the Two of Wands there? Let's have a look. Routine reveals quiet duality in the gestures of daily life. Within the familiar lies room for variation, a shift in rhythm, a pause, a new inflection of intent. The essence of routine is not in rigid repetition, but in the harmony of structure and flexibility. So I expect he's having a little pause there and he's thinking about what he's going to do next with his day. Got the Three of Wands, the Four, the Five, and the Six. So the decision has been made. The person is going out shopping. We've got a beautiful area here just ready for some kind of celebration or party. I don't know what is going on in the Five of Wands there. That doesn't look very nice, does it? Let's see what they said. Disruptions test strength and coordination. Friction fuels the process, revealing where balance and cooperation are most needed. Breakdowns expose weak points, calling for patience, clear communication and shared determination. Well, yeah, I guess they all do need to cooperate very strongly together to fight a fire. And then we've got the victory of the Six of Wands. Very nice. Seven of Wands, the Eight of Wands, the Nine of Wands, and the Ten of Wands. So the Seven of Wands is somebody speaking up. Courage in the face of opposition, somebody defending a cause. These super speedy cyclists at couriers like Uber or something. The Nine of Wands, oh dear. And the Ten of Wands. How interesting is that? What does it say about the Ten of Wands? The strain, responsibility and effort reach their peak. At times the weight of progress can feel overwhelming, but a good structure will support transformation. Completion is near. Yeah, well, they've got all the way up to the top, I guess, haven't they? Got the Page of Wands, who's about to go travelling. The Knight of Wands, who's going to travel even further. The Queen of Wands. I guess she's watching the space of the rocket about to go up. And the King of Wands is the astronaut. Very interesting. The Ace of Cups. The Two of Cups. Oh, the 3 and the 4. Look at that, look. Oh, just the sheer joy. I still remember my son when he was like that. Just beautiful. The Two of Cups, looking to share a coffee. The girls together, and the Four of Cups. What does it say about the Four of Cups? The potholes. Puddles are pockets of stagnation, shallow mirrors born of rain. They surface when the sky exhales, releasing what it can no longer hold. Emotion gathers here, asking whether stillness is reflection or resistance. So the puddles are areas of stagnation. See, that's quite clever, isn't it? The Five of Cups, the naughty cat. Who's sitting there quite defiantly saying, I just really don't care that I've knocked these over. The beautiful children. That's lovely, isn't it? The Seven of Cups, which perfume will she choose? And the Eight of Cups, a dating app. Ew. Has she had enough? Will she delete the app? The Nine of Cups. That big seafood platter there. Look at that, look. That looks like that's all part of the same thing, doesn't it? Look like there's been a wedding and they're off on their honeymoon, perhaps. The Queen of Cups and the King of Cups. People who make their living from the sea. The Ace of Swords. Pizza, the Two of Swords. A deli. What does it say about the Two of Swords? Let's have a read of that. The sharpening. Intention refines thought, just as iron sharpens steel. A sharp edge requires less effort and energy to achieve its purpose. When thought aligns with intention, action flows efficiently and progress becomes effortless. See, that's clever also, isn't it? The Three of Swords. I remember reading about that one, actually. I'll come back to that. Yeah, this was like, this is not taken as in like a heartbreak or a sadness. This was a sudden realization, I think, that like he had choices, I think, and he's jumped over the barriers to avoid the queue. Let me see what it says here. The overstep. A bold move breaks the rules. A daring act pushes past boundaries. Emotion drives action. The heart moves faster than reason, even when it knows the risk. So despite the risk, he's still taken that action, which may lead to consequences for him that may be kind of negative, I guess, is probably what that's about. Oh, what's happened to these? Oh, sorry, we haven't got all the way through, have we? The Four of Swords, reflexology, that's nice. The Five of Swords, a crime. The Six of Swords, a journey. The Seven of Swords, the Eight, oh bless him. The Nine. Oh, look at the little boy, look, behind his stair gate. And then we've got an ambulance, a helicopter ambulance, probably rushing somebody into theatre here. So whatever this nightmare was for this person, it's taking them into theatre. Will they live or die? The Page of Swords, the Knight. So we've got another journey here. We've got a ticket, the plane, the airline person, Brenda there, and the pilot, who's the King of Swords. Brenda, the Queen of Swords. That's probably a fitting person, isn't it, for like an airline person? You can't argue with them, can you? You know, they're very factual and very dismissive of how you may feel. It's that old thing of like, computer says no. If you've watched Little Britain, you'll know that sketch of like, computer says no. The Ace of Coins, the 2 of Coins, the 3 of Coins, and the 4 of Coins. So we've got the makings of some guacamole or something there. 2 of Coins, exercise. What does it say about that? 2 of Coins. The bells. Equilibrium isn't stillness, but a continuum. Strength flexes, rhythm adjusts. Every shift is a chance to realign. Adaptability keeps momentum steady even when the weight shifts. See, that's clever. The 3 of Coins and the 4 of Coins, and all the cats guarding the food, bless them. The 5 of Coins, the 6, oh that's lovely. The 7 and the 8. So what's it say about the 5 of Coins here? The malfunction. Disruption exposes dependence. When systems fail, patience becomes a resource, a means to uncover the underlying issue behind the breakdown. It allows us to step back, assess the situation, and reevaluate our priorities. That's what I thought. He looks like he's the bus driver and his bus has broken down. This is beautiful. The feeding of the stray cats. The 7 of Coins taking a ticket. The delivery driver with all of your lovely things. The 9 of Coins. I love how there's lots of pets in this. I love how diverse this deck is. We've got different cultures from all around the world, haven't we? What have we got here? To the 9 of Coins. This man is happy. Bless him. They're planting for future generations, for the long term. The title deed. What is that on the page? The Page of Coins. What's that a title deed for? What is signed in ink today shapes the prosperity of tomorrow, slowly unfolding over time as new ownership takes hold. The landscape begins to shift with possibility. Every foundation begins with a promise. The Knight of Cups, of Coins, the farmer. The Queen of Coins is somebody that's selling the food that has been grown. And then we've got the farmer in his tractor there as well. So, what do you think? I know that everybody has, well, most people have quite strong opinions on AI, and I have to say it shuffles nicely. It's a nice, it's a nice shuffler. Let's pull a card. And everybody has quite strong opinions about AI, and so do I. It's certainly not something I will be looking to repeat, but like I said, I really like the concept of every day in this deck. So I'm glad that I bought it. I like it, and I think it will be a great reader, actually. I can already feel that about, whoops, this deck. I think that each card has a real story to tell, doesn't it? So let's have a read of strength. The quiet force. True strength is gentle, patient and compassionate. It is found in the quiet courage to face fears and the resilience to weather life's storms. It resides in the ability to remain calm amidst chaos and to act with integrity and empathy even when challenged. This little dusty little boy in the desert here, look, is not afraid of his camel. And I've been around camels and they are feisty, so yeah, I really like it. I'm pleased with it, actually. I'm glad that I backed it. I'm glad that I have it, and it's been a lesson to me about being more intentional and more observant in my purchasing, especially on things like Kickstarter. But it's nice. I do hope I get some kind of certificate with it. Yeah, I'm sure you'll be seeing it. I'll perhaps do a reading on my reading channel with it soon. But yeah, so if you have this deck, let me know. Let me know what you think of it, what you think of the concept of the AI. Sending all my love, and I will see you all again soon.